Hey guys, so welcome to my very first unboxing product review. I'm really excited for this review. We're gonna take a look at the Amazon Kindle, and so this will be my first unboxing. We'll see how it goes. Ta-da! Okay, now we'll go seriously for the product unboxing. I'm back to give you a briefing on the new 2024 Amazon Kindle. And so let's take a look at this briefing. Yay! Okay, seriously, this will be my first product review, and I will be unboxing the Amazon 2024 Kindle. So for those who have been patiently waiting, this is the box that it comes on. A lovely cardboard Amazon box. So let's take a look at what's inside. All right, we'll be using my lovely Fiskar scissors to open up this box, or maybe not. You can just peel it off. Nah, we will use the scissors. All right. Okay, so inside this box comes our Amazon Kindle. Here we go. Oh, I guess we have another product inside too. CeraVe, okay, not sponsored, but CeraVe, 10 ounce hydrating body wash for normal to dry skin. But on to the real product review. Here is the Amazon Kindle. Here is a 10 ounce sized body wash, just for comparison. I ordered the basic 2024 11th generation Amazon Kindle. I've actually never owned an e-reader before, but as I'm going traveling, I found that I do like to read when I'm traveling on my own, and it's really difficult to carry a lot of books with me. Just the physical weight really adds up, and so I usually like to read 2 books at a time. And having 2 like 500 pages in my backpack is just a lot of extra weight. So I decided to get my very first ever e-reader. And the first thing that came to my mind was a Kindle. To be honest, I'm actually not much of a digital reader. If I do any reading, it is on hard physical copies, softback. But as I mentioned, I do actually want to try to do some reading on digital devices. So I went ahead and got the Amazon Kindle. So let's go take a look at what it looks like inside. We'll peel it from here. So this looks almost like a chocolate cover, like a wrapping for a chocolate. But let's peel this open. It says, take the story with you. 6-inch glare-free display, weeks of battery life, built-in light, and USB-C. So this is the ad-supported screensaver version for $110 on Amazon. We'll open this one up. Okay, so here we go. This is what we actually have. This is the Kindle. The USB-C right here, the Kindle right here, 6 inches. Almost the same length as my Note 8. And in terms of width, it is nominally wider by perhaps an inch total. So I'll hold it for you. This is what it looks like, and I've got the Matcha version. So the Amazon Kindle 2024 comes in 2 colors, your basic black, but it also comes in the new color of Matcha. So let's take a look at what Matcha looks like. Ooh, it really is like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, except I've got basic white wax paper. But, oh, this just makes me want to eat a matcha Kit Kat. So here we go. It's going to tell me how to power on. Let's see if... Okay, so I'm not sure if this is a paper screen. Once again, I've never owned an e-reader, and I never have used e-readers either. So this is a novice review on the new product. So let's just turn this on and see what happens if I press it. Okay, so it's on. It comes in the box with enough battery power to get you to this home screen. Okay, so I tapped it with my thumb. It will ask me to choose the language, so I'll go ahead and choose English, but there are also options for Deutsch, English, Espanol, French, Italiano, Netherlands, Portuguese, the Brazilian kind, Russian, Japanese, and Chinese. So the contrast is pretty good. I literally thought this was a piece of paper that was on top of the screen, but it's actually not a physical paper. It's actually the digital screen. So it's a very good contrast. In fact, it has the same sheen and quality as the cardboard on my DJI Pocket. So very good contrast, a real life contrast. I'm going to hit English for my language. Immediate response. I'm going to hit next. Now on the transition between that first screen and the second screen, it did get pixely to change over. So it kind of reminded me of like a Mac from like the early 90s. Choose my region. I'm going to hit United States. I'll have to set up this on Kindle or set it up with my phone. I will set it up with my phone. So click that button. And now I'll have to go to the Kindle app. I actually don't have a Kindle app. As I mentioned, I've never owned an e-reader before. So as I mentioned, I'm going to have to download the Kindle app from the Play Store. And I will have to hit try again since I've downloaded the Kindle app. It is a bit pixely. I mean, it seriously reminds me of turn of the century computer graphics on basic computer games, on basic computers at the turn of the century. I just love saying that word, turn of the century, because 1999, 2000, 2001 was turn of the century. So we are still trying to connect to the app. And I am waiting for the app to find this Kindle. My Kindle says it was last synced at this time right now, but I'm going to try and sync again on my Kindle app on my Android to see if it can find the actual Kindle. Here's what I did. I pressed sync, but I actually did not read the instructions correctly. So you have to go to the More tab on your phone, select Settings, then turn on the Amazon Device Simple Setup. So I've got to find that on here. So that's here, down here. So if you just go to the More tab on your Kindle app and hit Sync, if you've never set up a Kindle before, then it's just going to sync with nothing. So be sure to actually go to the More tab on your Kindle app, hit the settings icon, scroll down to the Amazon Device Simple Setup, and check the box right here. And now we will try this again by clicking Try Again on here. So we'll get the little scrolling going on. Kindle found, start setup now. That's what it says on here. So I'm going to click Get Started on my phone. And now I'm going to click Link and Continue. to register my Kindle on the Kindle app of my phone. All right, so now once I've put my password onto the Kindle app of my phone, it says success. And then it says, welcome to your new Kindle. And the next page is, it'll ask me if I want to make this kid-friendly. And it says, your Kindle allows you to create a personalized experience for each child. Create up to 4 child profiles, add content from your library, set reading goals, track progress, and earn badges for reading. Do I want to make this kid-friendly? I mean, I'm wearing a party shirt, but I actually don't want to make it kid-friendly, so I'll just say no thanks. Oh, in the meantime, let's have a boxing party. So I'll put my boxers back into the box, and boom, boxing party completed. All right, so it's loading. And I'll click next. Then it comes up with this screen, a Goodreads. Do I want to connect these accounts with Goodreads? So there's no need to do that right now. I can always do that later. So I'll click no thanks. Yeah, every time there's a transition from one page to another page, it really reminds me of like Macintoshes, like black and white Macintoshes from like 1997. Kindle Unlimited is the next screen. I don't know what that is. It says enjoy unlimited access to over 4 million ebooks, thousands of audiobooks, and a selection of popular magazines. So let's just scroll down so you can see how it scrolls. So there is a slow refresh rate of maybe like half a second. Oh, and this is very interesting. So I can actually see the next page showing up behind this. So for whatever reason, the font from what I presume is the next page is actually bleeding through the black button because it says join Kindle Unlimited and it says in faded out white script, deal terms, you authorize us, blah, blah, blah. So let's see if that's actually the next page. So this is actually not very cool where I can see graphics popping up. And you can kind of see this if you zoom in as well. You can kind of see some graphics appearing in the background of the black button. So let's actually see what it looks like next. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of this because you can still see the images from the previous page on this screen. So the previous page was another settings page, so I'm still seeing some imprints from the settings page on this screen, which I don't like. Okay, so one thing I do want to point out is that you can scroll for the brightness, but as you scroll for the brightness settings, it actually has a burning image that comes across. So it does get pretty bright, but as you scroll, you can actually see the transitions. And I'm not sure if that's by design or not, but it is kind of weird because it's not an instantaneous transition for the numbers. But this is how bright it gets. As an example, I'll use this again. So it's almost as bright as the white on a cardboard box on a normal day. I will say that having the sun coming at me face this way on the brightest setting, I can still read. But it is still weird because I still see, I don't know if you can tell, I can still see some residual images burned into the back along the scroll bar. So where this little circle is, I can actually see like other circles along here. Let's look at the top page. Here we can choose the themes. We have compact, standard, and large. And the next one we have is font. You can choose from 10 different fonts: Amazon Ember, Baskerville. Well, let's just click and see what they look like. Here is what Amazon Ember looks like. Baskerville looks like, Cecilia looks like, Futura looks like, Open Dyslexic looks like, Palatino looks like, Helvetica looks like, Cecilia Condensed look like, Bookerly, and Amazon Ember Bold. But these are your choices, 10 different choices. We'll go for layout. So 2 different orientations, 3 different margin settings, 3 different spacing settings between lines, and alignment, which is not available for a dictionary, but perhaps is available for other things. So here it is from your library. Library is currently empty. Like I said, I don't read anything online. But this is the home. Okay, so as we scroll, you will see that the refresh rate, it does refresh almost instantaneous, but it moves instantaneously, but it doesn't completely refresh the screen for about half a second. So I've been scrolling up and down like this, but you can also use the arrow and see if it's any faster at scrolling. It actually seems to be a little bit laggier when using the arrow to scroll up and down, but that just might be because like when I hit the arrow down, yeah, there's a slight lag. But here are some of what the graphics look like for cover titles. I'm just gonna go like this to show you the glare. It's really good. You can still see what is on the screen with no problems. And the graphics, while they are like literal thumbnails, they're not bad. I mean, it's black and white. I feel like this is basically what reading a newspaper was like in black and white back at the turn of the century. It's pretty high quality with a lot of pixels for these thumbnails, which is good. So it's weird because it is black and white and there is no color. But to be honest, if you read newspapers today, the print quality on physical newspapers are so bad. There's always double imprints. So this is actually better quality printing than today's newspapers. It just happens to be in black and white. So being a color person, I like seeing things in color. And so it is weird to see these thumbnails of book covers in complete just kind of grayscale. Okay, so I've just downloaded a sample. It took a while. It could have been my internet, but I've just downloaded a sample of a book called The Gate to China, A New History of the People's Republic and Hong Kong by Michael Sheridan. So this is the cover page. Really bad, low contrast copy job. So this is what the cover looks like on my actual phone, and this is what it looks like on the Kindle. So as you can tell, it's very bad. So if you're looking for just good quality, even in grayscale or black and white, I don't think you're going to find it on the basic 2024 Kindle. It's actually not bad. So this is what the maps look like when I click it on my Kindle app on my phone, and this is what it looks like on the Kindle. So a little bit bigger, better rendering, and only one map per screen. So not too bad. Both of them do come in black and white, so it's better on the Kindle reader. Let's go for some illustrations. And we'll do Hong Kong Harbor in the late 19th century to see what it looks like. Oh, but it is not actually available on this sample. Right, so that's all I have for today. If I get around to downloading a book or looking at some samples of a picture book or books with illustrations and graphics, I'll go ahead and upload that later. But let me know in the comments what you think of the Kindle. I've never used a Kindle or an e-reader before, so I don't know what previous versions have looked like, and if they hold up well to the version that I was using today right now, which is the Matcha Kindle 2024. So yeah, let me know what you think of this Kindle. If these burned in images were kind of similar to what you had in previous versions or on other e-reader types. Let me know if you think it's worth the $110 on just the basic functionality. And let me know your comments on this video as well. If there are other things you want to see, if there are ridiculous things that I should get rid of in this video and in this review, maybe get rid of my briefs, maybe keep my briefs shorter, maybe this video was too long. Yeah, let me know in the comments, and hopefully I'll get around to posting another video with some actual sample products of books loaded onto the Kindle. But for now, here you have it. I ordered the Kindle and I got it in a day, so super fast Prime shipping. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will be reading some books soon. Thanks!